Hello guys. So I would like to talk about the idea of sensors today. I vibe code a lot and I use agentic coding as well. So the idea is that it generates mostly good code, but then there will be some small code smells here and there. And then I want to build sensors that can find structurally code smells that I can later refactor, right? So for example, this function looks pretty okay, right? It's simple. So I do the bunch of things that is coherent, and then I invoked a lower level detail in here. You see, what I don't like about this approach is that this function does two things. It builds the context and then it also invokes it. So that's two different things. I've already refactored the code into a single method and now I can clearly see it. And this pattern will appear many, many times in the code base. So I want you to like build that sensor and be able to find this structural code smell. So check it out. You do one thing, all the parameters to this function are related to this, except that in the end, you invoke something else. This is not composable. It's not the best way to do it because you introduce coupling to this function. And when you see here, you see when you go out to folders and go to another module or another infrastructural kind of thing, it's usually a code smell. It's usually a bad thing. I mean, core is different because it's core and shared are meant to be shared across feature modules. But this is a feature module that calls an infrastructure, and quite often it's okay. But in this situation, I think we can refactor it. So what we can do? So why do we have a function like this? Its main responsibility is to build this, right? And then invoking this could be moved one level up and create composability. Because if you really pay attention what's happening here, we only need to build this part, right? Because check this out. If I return this, for now I'll comment it. You see, if I return this, then it's only model name that's left, and model name is a parameter. So this is another code smell. I'm pushing parameters down the stream of my execution, the call stack, right? So you want to avoid this. I mean, if you can, it's much better this way. So look at this, how cleaner it becomes. So I can remove this part, return this. Obviously, now I don't need the model name. I don't need this, which is also exported, is from the score, which is not so terrible. But then I can introduce a new interface also from the core. Okay, and now when you look at it, there's nothing async here. So I can also remove async, which is a good thing most of the times, especially for things like building context. You see, now I got rid of one function, but I also got rid of a lot of coupling here, which could be cumbersome. But of course, now wherever I invoke that function, what I can do is to compose it. Why do I say compose it? Because look, this thing is no longer async. Obviously, I need to also remove the unnecessary module. Now here, why do we say compose? So this is the messages. Because I can technically take that and pass it on here. You see, this is why it's composition, because I compose the parameters of this out of something else. And the system is working as expected, but I have ability to replace this with something else, to replace it with another function, choose another strategy. It's no longer coupled inside. It's composed, right? And this function does not know about this, and this function does not know about that. So you see, this is much more composable and a lot better. I hope you learned something.